Our mission at Global Healing Center is multi-fructose corn syrup, one of them, refined.
Hi everybody and welcome. I'm Dr. Group with Global Healing, and today I want to announce something that I'm excited about because I always love challenges, and I would love for you to be part of or take part in this 21-day Renew Your Health Challenge. Sometimes we just need a little motivation to get us going, and every so often I gain a few pounds, slack off a little bit, and it's time to get back on that health train. And so I'm going to do it, and I figured, well, why not get everybody else involved? We can all do it together. So I came up with a challenge for everybody, and it's a way to renew your health, boost your immune system, repair your gut, and lose some weight if you feel like you need to lose some weight. Now, this Renew Your Health Challenge can be done anytime throughout the year. I really made it to where anyone can do it at any time. But this one is actually going to start on Monday, July the 13th. So hopefully you'll do that with me, and we're going to be creating a separate Facebook, like a private Facebook page, so you can share your story. I can go on and answer all your questions, and hopefully we can get a good group of people together that we can all support each other, and we can make a difference in our lives, in our families' lives, and I can answer any questions you might have, and we can make a difference for our body. So I tried to make it as simple as possible. However, I know this is going to be challenging for some people, but challenges, it takes work. It takes persistence to stay healthy. I mean, it really is a day-to-day thing that you have to do. So the first thing for the 21-day Renew Your Health Challenge is going to be no dairy. That's right. That's going to be 21 days without any dairy. No milk, no cheese. And with that being said, you can substitute with almond milk or hemp milk or oat milk. And I'm going to have all this in the description below for you as well. The second thing is going to be no sugar. No sugar for 21 days. And this is what's really going to help boost your immune system. When I'm talking about sugar, this means no desserts. This means no desserts, no refined sugars. Fruit sugars are going to be fine. Replacement like monk fruit, stevia, stuff like that you can use. Honey you can use. I'm just talking about any of the white sugar, really not putting any sugar in your coffee, your tea, not adding sugar, and just avoiding any type of desserts, ice cream, anything like that. The next thing is going to be no gluten. That's right, we're going to be off of gluten for 21 days. And gluten, I'm going to post some video links below that explain the dangers of some of these things like sugar and gluten and stuff like that, so you can also use this 21 days as an educational platform if you're not already familiar with the damaging effects of gluten or the damaging effects of sugar. I'll try to post some things in the links below that you can educate yourself on and play for your family and friends. It'd be a good idea to get your spouse or your sons and daughters or your friends and family to go along with you, because it's going to be a lot easier that way. The next thing is no corn. There's not going to be any corn products for 21 days. No potatoes for 21 days. These are just carbohydrates that you're going to want to avoid, which are going to stimulate excess fat burning during these 21 days. And last but not least, and this might be the hardest for some people, is going to be no meat for 21 days. You're going to go on a plant-based diet for 21 days, essentially. It's not going to be easy, but hey, I've done a water only fast for 18 days. So this, at least you're going to be able to have food, you're going to be able to enjoy this, and you're going to have the positive mindset knowing that at the end of the 21 days, you're going to feel better, your skin's going to look better, your immune system's going to be strong, you're going to, hopefully lose 10 to 15 pounds, and your whole body's going to be renewed. So here's what we're going to do. So no dairy, no sugar, no gluten, no corn, no potato, no meat. And we're going to do intermittent fasting during this 21 days. So that means there's going to be no food before 10:30 in the morning. No food before 10:30 in the morning. However, you will be able to drink water before 10:30. You'll be able to drink fresh green juice or red juice. And I'm going to tell you, give you some tips on juicing later on. Juicing is fantastic. So you will be able to have some fresh juice before 10:30. So it's not technically 100% intermittent fasting to where you're not eating anything until 10:30. I will allow you, or you will be allowed to have water, tea, coffee, and juices in the morning before 10:30. Just don't eat any food before 10:30 in the morning. Okay, so our eating window is going to be between 10:30 in the morning and 5 p.m. in the evening. At 5 p.m., it's going to be only live food after 5 p.m., and it's going to be limited to water or a bowl of organic fruit only. Okay, so try not, if you're super hungry, like around, so best case scenario is you don't eat anything, but just drink water after 5. However, if you do get hungry, between 5 and let's say 8 p.m., you are allowed to have a bowl of fresh fruit. And that's only one fruit. So let's say you eat some apples or eat some watermelon or eat some oranges. Well, oranges, any type of fruit that you like, you are allowed to have one bowl of fruit, but only before 8 p.m. Okay? Now, the next thing is we really want to make sure that we give our body a chance to heal itself. So it's going to be very important for you to get to bed, be laying in bed by 9 p.m. And you can read or you can meditate or you can practice mindfulness, but we want you to be asleep by 9:30. A good night's sleep, your body's going to heal. And it's going to heal really, really well, especially if you're not drinking any alcohol, which is another thing for the 21 days that I didn't mention, is no alcohol. So there's going to be no alcohol for 21 days. This is a complete body reset. So hopefully you'll be able to mentally take on this challenge and physically take on this challenge. So you must be in bed by 9 o'clock. You must be asleep by 9:30. And when you wake up in the morning, I want you to get at least 20 to 30 or possibly an hour's worth of exercise in. And I know some people love to do yoga, which is fine. The minimum is open your door and go for a walk for 20 or 30 minutes. If you are a gym rat, if you like doing Pilates, if you like going to the gym, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the morning. However, studies show that if you get up in the morning when you're intermittent fasting and you exercise for 20 to 30 minutes, it has the biggest and longest lasting effect for fat burning on your system. Now, you can even do some high intensity stuff if you want. But the point is, we want to get some form of exercise in every single day. And but the morning is going to be a really good time to do that. If you can't do it in the morning, then you can always do it anytime during the day. But try to get at least 20 to 30 minutes, minimum, just walking in every single day. Now, the next thing that I do every morning, and throughout the day even, is meditation. Meditation is going to calm you down. It's going to reduce the amount of fear, or it's going to reduce negative emotional patterns. thankfulness, gratefulness. Just take time for yourself. Close your eyes and just think about all the good things that you have in your life. Think about how grateful you are that you have food, that you have a family, that you're alive, that you're not suffering from any illness, or the fact that you're going on this mission for 21 days and that you're going to feel so much better in 21 days. So use some time for yourself to relieve your stress, to focus on the positive instead of the negative. I talked about juicing a little bit. I am really good friends with Linda and Carl Loveday, and Linda is actually the ex-wife of Jay Kordich. Some of you may remember the juice man Jay Kordich growing up. He was the guy that was always on TV. He invented the Juice Man juicer. They are great friends of mine, and let me tell you, they have a world of knowledge. All of Jay Kordich's juicing recipes, all of his stuff, they put into a Juicing Masterclass. I would highly recommend that you get the Juicing Masterclass, or at least subscribe to their channels on Facebook, and I will put all the links to those in the description below. Jay was the father of juicing. He's the godfather of juicing. And so many people are doing it wrong. So many people are juicing the wrong way. So I would highly recommend right now. And I mean, juicing is so powerful for your body. It's the vibrations, the energy of those fresh juices just provide a massive amount of health to the system. So during this 21 days, I recommend juicing a lot. And I know people are going to ask me, well, what can I eat then? You've gone over all the things that I shouldn't do. What can I eat? So it's going to be limited on what you can eat, but between 10:30 in the morning and 5 p.m. in the afternoon, you can eat fruit, fresh organic fruit. Make sure all of your food is organic. You can eat vegetables. You can eat vegetables raw, or you can steam your vegetables. You can have salads. Okay, you can find salads at pretty much any restaurant, but I highly recommend you get to know your food. You cook your food. You touch your food. You thank your food. That's being mindful. When you eat in a mindful state, you're not in a state of stress. You're basically focused on the food, focused on how healthy that food is going to be for you, and thinking about that food going in and providing all those minerals and those nutrients for your body to heal. So fruit, vegetables, salads. I love raw nuts and seeds. That's it, because just one handful of raw nuts and seeds will fill you up for a long period of time. You can have vegetable soups. You can get creative with all kinds of soups. I mean, you can do lentil soups. You can do vegetarian chilies. You can do all kinds of soups and chilies and beans and lentils and vegetables and legumes in your soup. So that can be your lunch meal. You can get creative with that. Share your recipes with us. We're going to be sharing recipes on our private Facebook group as well that we'll be creating for this 21-day Renew Your Health Challenge. It's really more renew your health, renew your immune system, renew your body, renew your skin, renew your gut, everything. So also what I like to do is I like to have a protein drink during the day. And I use only vegan protein powders. So for this challenge, you go to Whole Foods, get vanilla, get chocolate. I like to mix a little vanilla and chocolate in my protein powders. You can try different brands. Just make sure they're organic, they're non-GMO, and you get really good sources of protein powders. So also, when I was talking about juicing, I recommend doing red juices and green juices, and sometimes fruit juices. I mean, and even celery juices. I mean, because you want those red juices too to build your blood. And the Juicing Masterclass, or some of the juicing recipes that are on the Jay Kordich juicing Facebook page, that's my go-to. I mean, I've been working with Linda for a long time, and nobody teaches juicing, and nobody has the recipes like Jay. I think he started doing that in the 1960s or so, but maybe even earlier than that. Anyway, what supplements am I going to be taking during the cleanse? Now, this 21-day Renew Your Health Challenge is not to sell you any supplements. This is only based on eliminating the gluten, eliminating the dairy. So you don't need any supplements. However, I recommend everybody always take supplements on a regular basis. I'm just going to be continuing on doing what I normally do with oxy powder every couple nights. I'm going to do oxy powder. I'm going to do detoxidine. I'm going to do probiotics, mostly zinc, iron, and Intramax, which is a good multivitamin and mineral. However, if you're doing good organic foods, I'm just a firm believer in some supplements. I want to keep my gut healthy, really. Your gut is everything in your body. And what I take for that is oxy powder, Floratrex, and Lateral Flora. So you can do whatever supplement program you want. Just make sure they're really, really good supplements. Hopefully you're not on prescription medications, but if you are, you would just continue with that. Like I said, this challenge is more about eliminating the harmful things that you're consuming. The water, make sure you drink pure, clean water. Even if you want to go to the store and get distilled water, that'll work out great. Make sure it's filtered as much as possible. Do not drink tap water on this challenge. And feel free to leave any additional questions in the comments below or on the private Facebook group. The 21-day Renew Your Health Challenge, one more time, will start on Monday, July the 13th. But, however, you can do this anytime. This is a program that can be used over and over again. All the instructions are going to be in the description below. Please leave your comments. Please subscribe to the channel. Please come on this journey with me. I'm going to be doing this right along with you. I do everything myself before I teach other people how to do it. So with that being said, just know that you always have the power to heal. You always have the power to be healthy and happy. And until next time, be happy.